guys, just played Nightmare Frames Prologue. So this is a point-and-click adventure game that came out in 2021, as it says down here. And yeah, it's an indie game. It's just an homage to some of the older point-and-click adventures from the retro era of the 90s. And yeah, I'm playing the demo right now. You know, it's free, why not give it a shot? I like retro-style point-and-clicks, so... Okay, so I'm playing as this girl here, pixelated of course, because it's done in retro style. Oh my god, what the heck. Straight off the bat you see some gruesome stuff happening. People being tied up to trees and killed. Violently murdered. So you can tell this is like a horror style point and click adventure then. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Oh, damn. Oh shit. Damn. Oh, is this guy writing a book? Same structure as the predecessor. Oh, so I'm actually a script writer. Interesting. So I'm writing a horror movie. Oscar nomination 1980. Well, you know, the reason why sequels are always really hard to do in movies is because when you're writing a movie, yeah, it's really hard to come up with an original script that's good. So once you come up with an original script that's good, you know what the chances of happening twice. So that's why in movies there's really not a lot of good sequels. There's only a handful, right? Terminator 2 or Indiana Jones Last Crusade or Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Godfather 2. There's only a handful. Aliens maybe. But yeah, for the most part, sequels in movies suck. they just can't capture the originality of the original. Yeah, games though is a different story. Yeah, games you can usually improve on. So that's why there's a lot of good sequels in games, but not so much in movies. New inventory wallet. Okay, tray. Typewriter. So I'm using a typewriter and not a computer. IBM. Alright. The latest sensation in computing era, King's Quest II Romancing Stones. Well, maybe that puts this game in the 80s then? Yeah. Well, if it's King's Quest II and IBM PCs here, I assume it's going to be in the, this game is set in probably in the mid to late 80s. Yeah, probably late 80s actually. Yeah, mid to late 80s is probably when this game is set in. Yeah, King's Quest II. And the IBM PC. Okay. Planting a bomb in the apartment. George A. Romero tries to milk the success of Night of the Living Dead for a third time. Yeah, that's another movie that actually the sequel is actually better than the original, I think. So Dawn of the Dead is considered an all-time horror classic, and Night of the Living Dead is a great horror movie too. But I do believe most people think Dawn of the Dead is better. Like Dawn of the Dead is just an all-time movie, right? However, the third movie in the series, Day of the Dead, that I think is generally considered by most people not as good as Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, but Dawn of the Dead, man, that's another great sequel. Alright, Lunatic. What's that? This is Don't Go to the Forest. So these are movies that I wrote. President's Day Killer. He only kills people on President's Day, once a year. Campfire Psycho. Melodies of Heaven. I think these are all probably made during the heyday of the slasher film. So the slasher film or subgenre really came into popularity after 1978's Halloween, and after Halloween came out, then you have Nightmare on Elm Street, and you have Friday the 13th, and you have all these other slasher films, Scream, you know. Yeah, those all came after. I think like Halloween was the one that kind of started that. Although the thing about the slasher stuff is that a lot of them are kind of this cheap thrills. So generally, I don't think they're as good as the classic horror movies like Dawn of the Dead or Exorcist. Even those are more classic ones. Or Fright Night, you know, those are more classic horror films. But wait, how do I get out of here? Am I stuck in my little writing apartment here? Oh no, here we go. Welcome to LA United Taxi. Where do you want to go? The drivers will talk to you. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay, Alan's home. Ruskin. So that was my home. Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't an office space. So it's actually my home. I was a different taxi driver. Okay. Ruskin Productions. Let's try that. Okay. You don't like people, you freak them out, and yet somehow nobody tells you to fuck off. Is he this homeless guy? Yeah, he's a homeless guy, a beggar. Yeah, see, that also dates this game to probably the mid to late 80s, probably like 86, 87. They're talking about "We Are the World." That was a song. I think it was 85 or something. Yeah. So yeah, 80. I would say 86 probably then. Spiders. Okay. And then you don't need any more since you should get yourself in a mess. Where do I go here? Oh wait, no, I wasn't done there. Okay, didn't want to click that. Chat took what was useful. You won't be in the mood for chit chat. Okay, is there any way we can go in? Let's go in. Alan! Alan! Version of computers. So computers would be a new thing, right, in the mid-80s. Like everyone was just starting to get IBM PCs and Commodore 64s and stuff like that, Amigas, and the Atari 800. Stallone. Scorsese, I see. Paul McCartney, Newman. Paul Newman, famous actor. Brian May, De Palma. Spielberg. One of my favorite movies, Paul Newman in it, that came out this year, I guess 1986, is Color of Money. It's a great movie, especially since I like pool. Also a good Tom Cruise movie too. What are you looking for exactly? Okay. How powerful California sun blinds you when looking for the window. So this is Los Angeles in the mid 80s. Alright, well that was it for here, Ruskin Productions. And it's a different one, different guy. It's a Havana cigar, the only good thing those communists have. I guess you must have got them from the black market then. Because the Cuba embargo, the Cuban cigars were banned from the U.S. for a very long time. Yeah, they had to get them from the black market. What the heck happened here? Evans committed suicide. What? We won't be following through with the movie. They're more Godzilla than Kurosawa, if you know what I mean. I like the references here, right? Akira Kurosawa, it's a great reference to a great Japanese director. Yeah, and these days they're making a lot of the action hero movies with Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, so 1985. I knew they were in either 85 or 86, right? Because that was mid 80s. So yeah, 1985. 1985. Flying Saucer Pictures. So is Cher. Peter Evans is the man you wanted to become. Flying Saucer Pictures. Don't leave any notes. It's a myth. A bore. I fell asleep. It's okay. She liked it though. Orders from above. Okay, interesting. It's the executive who greenlighted my movie blew his brains out. Huh. Talk about something from a movie. Joe's Diner. Well, what do we have here? I guess he doesn't like me. No, a lot of people don't like me.
Folks in California, and we're kicking off this hour of music with the latest hit by Inquisco, California Drive.
Apology, we're on a second date with Vicky. You got drunk and started talking too much.
Those of you behind the wheel right
wow.
now, I hope listening to this song helps you make the best of this wonderful sunset that I can see from the studio. Enjoy.
This guy's got issues. You're too young or too old. So 35 is like where, I guess I'm around that age, where, yeah, you're too old for young movies and you're too young for old movies. Okay. Okay. Joe doesn't want to talk to me. You know celebrity, you're a screenwriter. Taking a picture of the lighting technician. Man, what made him hate me so much, anyways? Yeah, I don't know why he hates me so much. Is that Michael Jackson? The Bangles, Duran Duran, the Cars. I know all these bands. They're all 80s classic 80s bands. Oh man, new wave, synth wave. Twilight Zone. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, arcade machines. It's the golden age of arcades. Is in the 80s. Okay. Nothing for you here.
Each time I hear this song, I can
Who doesn't consider you famous enough to take a pic with you? Good old Neon.
That was Charisma. We'll be going back to him later on, but first let's take a break for commercials. Stay tuned.
Rock Hudson, right, AIDS. Yeah, a lot of 80s references in this game. Rock Hudson was a famous celebrity who died of AIDS, and he was one of the first, like, famous guys to die of AIDS. Later on, it'd be, well, Freddie Mercury was in the 90s, so yeah, Rock Hudson was definitely one of the first. Flying Sauce Pictures. Okay, Rebel. Oh man, it's been demolished. Glenn Bishop. The owner of the pawn shop. Don't need anything frets, but you know now what to find one. Electric guitar there. Okay, well, it's been reduced to rubble. Damn. Okay, oh, okay, it's just called Sight now. Interesting. Well, I don't know where to go now. Neil Gordon. I wonder if he's back in his office. Uh-huh, he's here. Alan. Sunset Strip. Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, this is the famous slasher films I was talking about. Okay. Sylvester Stallone. Of course, everyone knows Sylvester Stallone. Okay, he doesn't want to write. Where else can I go? Cannibal Holocaust. Okay. Well, I don't know where else to go then. Well, anyways, I'll stop here. But this is Nightmare Frames. I think it's a pretty cool point-and-click adventure game. Like, I like the setting. It's in the 1980s, actually 1985, and you're like a screenwriter trying to write different films, especially horror films and stuff. Yeah, it's really nice throwback for people who grew up in the 80s, right? And for people who love movies, there's a lot of good references here. So, yeah, and it's done in a nice retro style, which I like too. It's a pretty good one. Nightmare Frames. Yeah, a lot of great recent point-and-click adventure games coming out that are done in a retro style. This is one of them, right? So, guys, thanks for watching.